question 4, but section 2. A system is characterized by the differential equation d2x dt squared plus 4 dx dt plus 3x equals to exponent 2x exponent 2t. Use the method of undetermined coefficients to solve the equation. Given that when t equals to 0, x equals to 0, and dx dt equals to 2. Okay. Here's the equation. d2x dt squared plus 4 dx dt plus 3x equals to exponent minus 2t. Given that when t equals to 0, x equals to 0, and dx dt equals to 2. So this is a second order differential equation, and we know that the second order differential equation, the chain resolution is given by x equals to complementary function plus particular integral. The general solution is given by complementary function plus particular integral. So the first thing we need to get the complementary function of this equation by letting this equals to 0 and obtaining what we are calling the auxiliary equation. So the auxiliary equation from this equation will be, we obtain the auxiliary equation, it will be m squared plus 4m plus 3, then we equate it to 0. Then we factorize this auxiliary equation. There are two numbers. When you add, you get 4. When you multiply, you get 3. The numbers are 3 and 1. So this becomes m squared plus 3m plus m plus 3 equals to 0. So we group them into two like that, and then we factorize. What is the common factor between m squared and 3m? The common factor there is m. We take it out. M into here will remain with m plus 3 plus the common factor between m and 3 is 1. So we have 1 into m plus 3 equals to 0. So here we have m plus 1, m plus 3 equals to 0. So from here we have two roots. We have m1 equals to, this will be negative 1, and from here we have m2 equals to negative 3. Now once we have m1 and m2, the solution of this equation is given by x equals to a exponent m1 x plus b exponent m2x. Therefore, our complementary function will be equal to a exponent. Now m1 is -1, so here it will be negative x plus b exponent. m2 is -3, therefore it will be negative 3x. Now this is complementary function. Now after getting the complementary function, we now proceed to get the particular integral. So for us to get the particular integral, we are going to assume that our pi will be equal to c exponent minus 2t, and then we differentiate x twice, so we get dx dt. When you differentiate this, you get minus 2c exponent minus 2t, and then we differentiate again, the 2x dt squared to be equal to -2 times -2, we have 4, then c exponent minus 2t. Now we differentiate. After differentiating like this, we now come and substitute where there is the 2x dt squared, we put the 4c exponent 2t, then where there is dx dt, we substitute with minus 2c exponent minus 2t, and then where there is x, we substitute with c exponent minus 2t, then we equate to exponent minus 2t. So the reason why we are equating is for us to get the value of the constant c. Okay, so from here we now substitute this squared by 4c, so we have 4c exponent minus 2t, then plus 4 into dx dt is minus 2 minus 2c exponent minus 2t plus 3 into our x is c exponent minus 2t. This one now equals to exponent minus 2t, exponent minus 2t. So here we have 4c exponent minus 2t. Now here it will be minus, when you open the bracket it will be minus 8 c exponent minus 2t, then plus here we have 3 c exponent minus 2t equals to exponent minus 2t. Then we divide through by exponent minus 2t, so when you divide through that, we remain with 4c minus 8c plus 3c equals to 1. 4c plus 3c, 7c minus 8c, we have minus a equals to 1. Therefore, c equals to minus 1. Now after getting the value of c, come and substitute. Therefore, the particular integral will be equal to, now c is -1, so it will be minus exponent minus 2t. Therefore, the general solution x will be equal to, now the complementary function, which was this one, a exponent minus x plus b exponent minus 3x, then now plus, which is now minus exponent minus 2t. So now this is the general solution. Now for us to get the values of the constant a and b, we now use the extra information that we've been given, that when t is equals to 0, x is 0. So we can come here, when x is 0, t is 0. Remember, this is t, this is t. Yeah, this is t, the variable here is t. Okay, when t is 0, x is 0, therefore we substitute here, this will be 0 equals to a exponent. Now t is 0 plus b exponent. 0 times 3, this is 0, minus exponent t is 0, so that is 0. So exponent 0 is 1, so here we have a plus b minus 1. Therefore, a plus b equals to 1. We call it equation 1. So, and then they are saying also that dx dt equals to 2 when t equals to 0. Therefore, we differentiate this equation, differentiate x with respect to d. So, dx dt equals to, when you differentiate a exponent minus t, we have minus a exponent minus t. When you differentiate exponent minus 3t, we have minus 3b exponent minus 3t. Then when you differentiate exponent minus 2t, this negative and this one becomes a positive, plus 2 exponent minus 2t. And then after differentiating like this, they are saying that when dx dt equals to 0, t is 0. Therefore, dx dt, this is 2 equals to minus a exponent. Now t is 0, minus 3b exponent, t is 0, then plus 2 exponent, t is 0. Therefore, we are saying that this one equals to minus a times 1, so this minus a minus 3b, because exponent 0 is 1, then plus 2. When these two crosses equal sign becomes a minus, therefore we are saying that minus a minus b equals to 0. Equals to 0. So we call this one equation 2. Therefore, we solve these two equations so that we can get the value of a and b. Now, we can make a the subject from this equation 1. So a will be equal to 1 minus b. So where there is a in the second equation, we replace with 1 minus b. Therefore, here we have minus into 1 minus b equals to 0. So this minus 1 plus b so let's see, let's come back here and see. So this will be minus, when you differentiate this, you have minus a, then this minus 3b, then this is plus, so this is 2 exponent, that is minus a is minus 3b plus 2. So this is 3. This is a minus 3b minus 3b. So this is 3b. So this plus minus 3b equals to 0. Can do it here. So we have minus 1 plus b minus 3b equals to 0. This one crosses to the other side, becomes positive, so we have here we made minus 2b equals to 1. Therefore, b equals to minus a half. B equals to minus a half. So from there we can get the value of a. And here we said that a equals to 1 minus b, but b is minus a half, therefore a equals to 1 minus a half, which is 1 plus a half. The LCM here is 2, so you have 2 plus 1. Therefore a equals to 3 all over 2. So once we get them, we come here now and write the particular integral, now that we have the value of a and the value of b. Therefore particular integral x will be equal to the value of a is 3 over 2 exponent minus t minus a half, which is the value of b, exponent minus 3t, then minus now it was exponent minus 2t. So this is now the solution. Thank you for watching and listening.